Hi, this is Munson with Munson Music, and we're talking about how you could play a song by Miley Cyrus called Wrecking Ball. And this is a little weird, actually. We're going to end up capoing this on 5th fret, but we're going to start out with some of those intro licks, actually, that kind of happen on the piano. But they all kind of work around some chords that seem slightly ambiguous until the bass player comes in. We're going to start on an A minor chord, and the way you play A minor, first finger goes to the B string on the 1st fret, second finger goes to the D string on the 2nd fret, and third finger goes to the G string on the 2nd fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds like A minor chord, and it sounds very, very sad. And then from the A minor, we're going to be going to a C major chord. When you play C major, first finger and second finger can actually kind of stay where they are, and then third finger is going to move from the G string 2nd to the A string on the 3rd. And if you strum just the A string to the high E string, then that sounds a C major chord, and it sounds really, really happy. And then from the C major chord, we're going to be going to a G major chord. When we play G major, first finger is going to go to the A string on the 2nd fret, second finger on the low E string on the 3rd fret, and the third finger on the high E string on the 3rd fret. And if you strum all those together, then that sounds a G major chord, and it sounds really, really happy. And then from the G major, we're going to be going to a D minor chord. When we play D minor, first finger is going to go to the high E on the 1st fret, second finger goes to the G on the 2nd fret, the third finger goes to the B string on the 3rd fret. And if you strum just the D, G, B, and E, kind of the skinny 4 strings, then I get your clear sound. That's called D minor. It's the saddest key according to Beethoven. And that's our progression for our intro and also our verses. It's kind of the A minor, C, G, D minor. But there are some really, really cool little piano licks through that part. And I'm kind of moving things by octave, but I think this is a very, very cool option. Is you could go to 5th fret on the B string and the high E string. And then if you kind of do that with the open A string, kind of doing high E first and then B string second. So it's almost kind of like a bass and kind of a 2-chord thing. And I'm doing that hybrid picking, so I'm using my pick for my A string and then my fingers for kind of the E string and B string. So I'm going A and high 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. And then if you take that shape, and I'm kind of doing that with 3rd finger, 4th finger, and kind of slide it down so that you got 3rd fret on the high E, 3rd fret on the B string, you can kind of add in a bass note for the C chord on the A string on the 3rd fret, and then kind of keep that arpeggio going. And then for the G chord, you could kind of lift off the 3rd finger from the B string and go to low E on the 3rd fret, and then kind of work those 2 notes together, and kind of doing that low E string for the bass note. And then you could go to the 1st fret on the high E string and the 1st fret on the B string, and I'm doing that as a little mini bar. Everybody loves mini bars. And you could do that with the D string to kind of imply the D minor. So if you wanted to, I'm kind of digging on this lick and just moving some things around and generalizing some other things, but kind of A minor, C, G, D minor. Might be kind of a cool way to kind of kick off the tune. Now the piano part actually kind of sounds like you would be writing it out, like with 8 downs on everything. So if you wanted to, you could even kind of intro the tune that way. G, D minor, A minor, C 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, G 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, D minor. But a lot of times with a song like this, though, to make it more interesting, I like adding something called a strum pattern. And one of my favorite strum patterns for a 4/4 like this is down, down, up, down, up. So we took the A minor, just tried that out. You'd have down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. So we tried that strum pattern through our verse. We'd have A minor, down, up, down, C, down, up, down, G, down, up, down, D minor, down, up, down, A minor, down, up, down, C, down, up, down, G, down, up, down, D minor, down, up, down. And then from there we'd be going into our pre-chorus. And our pre-chorus starts on an F major chord. And if you know the bar F major, we'll talk about an easy way to play this in a moment. But if you do your first finger across the entire 1st fret, second finger on the G string 2nd fret, third finger on the A string 3rd fret, and the pinky on the D string on the 3rd fret. And if you strum all those together, that makes an F major chord. Now a good substitute for that, though, is something called F major 7. And the way you play F major 7, first finger goes to the B string on the 1st fret, second finger goes to the G string on the 2nd fret, third finger goes to the D string on the 3rd fret, and you kind of strum just the D, G, B, and E, just like the D minor. That's called F major 7. And then from the F, we're going to be going to A minor, and then we go to C major, and then we go to F. And then we kind of repeat that. So you could do that with kind of the 8 downs. You'd have F, A minor, C, F, second time is kind of a big stop on the F. And then from there, then we go into our chorus part. Now, chorus starts on C, and then we go to a G major, and then we go to an A minor, and then we go to an F major. And you could do that kind of with our 8 downs. And this is a little weird. We do that twice the first chorus, and then we go into our chorus tag, which is kind of an A minor and an F chord. So you could do it with the 8 downs and have C with the down, 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 G, A minor, F. Or you could do it with your down, down, up, down, up, and you have C with the down, down, up, down, G, down, down, up, down, A minor, down, down, up, down, up, F, down, down, up, down, up. But what it really sounds like, it's kind of a long down, 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 up, which is kind of a 16th note strum pattern. But you're thinking long down, 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 up, long down, 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 up, long down, 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 up. So we tried that through our chorus. We have C with a down, 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 G down, 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 A minor down, 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 up, F down, 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 C down, 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 G down, 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 A minor down, 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 up, F down, down. Then you got that tag where you got the A minor, F. And then from there we'd be going back to our verse, back to our pre-chorus, back to our chorus. And then we end up on our bridge part. And our bridge starts on F major. And then from the F major we go to an A minor chord. And you might want to just think about just doing big downs on these, A minor, and then we go to C, but then we go to a E minor chord. When we play E minor, first finger goes to the A string on the 2nd fret, second finger goes to the D string on the 2nd fret. If you strum all those together, then that sounds like E minor chord, and it sounds really, really sad. And even though you may want to do just the long downs, you could kind of fill time on that with the down, down, up, down, or the down, 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 up. And on the F, you'd have down, down, up, down, up, F, down, down, up, down, A minor, down, down, up, down, A minor, down, down, up, down, C, down, down, up, down, C, down, down, up, down, A minor, down, down, up, down, A minor, down, down, up, down, up. Or if you're doing the down, 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 up, then you have F with the down, 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 A minor, down, down, A minor. Then we go back into our pre-chorus and then back to our chorus, and then we kind of use our chorus tag actually for our outro. Now the weird part is to play along with Miley Cyrus though, instead of starting on an A minor chord, she's actually starting on a D minor chord. So what you want to do to play along with the recording is take a capo, and if you put the capo on 5th fret, then now your A minor is really a D minor chord, your C major is really an F major chord, your G major is really a C major chord, and your D minor is really a G minor chord. When we get to it, the F major is really a B flat major, and the E minor is really an A minor chord. But just to take it from the very, very beginning, you could even kind of work that intro lick if you're kind of digging on my particular interpretation of this piano part in the intro. So you could kind of work those notes, or you could even just kind of do just the 8 downs, and you have A minor, C, we did our down, down, up, down, up through our verse. We'd have A minor, down, down, up, down, C, down, down, up, down, G, down, down, up, down, D minor, down, down, up, down, A minor, down, down, up, down, C, down, down, up, down, G, down, down, up, down, D minor, down, down, up, down, up. And then from there we'd be going into our pre-chorus part. So we had F with down, down, up, down, A minor, down, down, up, C, down, down, up, down, F, down, down, up, down, F, down, down, up, down, A minor, down, down, up, C, down, 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 big F. But then you may want to kind of change over to that long down, down, down up feel for the chorus. And then we have C with a down, 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 G, down, 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 A minor, down, down, F, down, 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 C, down, 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 G, down. Our verse. Now something else that I like to add to a song like this though is bass notes, and a lot of times on that first down of the down, down, up, down, or the down, 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 up, you can kind of work a bass note in for the chord. So on the A minor you have an A bass, down, up, down, up, A minor with an A bass, down, up, down. On the C chord, you have the A bass. When we get to the G chord, you'd have the low E string for your bass. And then on the D minor, you'd have the D string for your bass. And on the F major 7, if you're kind of working that chord, you'd have the D string for your bass on that chord. On the bar F major, you'd have the low E string for your bass. And then when we get to the E minor, the bridge, we'd have the low E string for the bass on that chord. So we tried that kind of a bass down, up, down through our verse. We have A minor with an A bass, down, up, down, C with an A bass, down, down, G with low E bass, down, down, D minor with an E bass, down, down, A minor with an A bass, down, down, C with an A bass, down, down, G with low E bass, down, down, D minor with an E bass, down, down. And then if we try that idea through our pre-chorus, then we have F with the bass, down, down, A minor with an A bass, down, down, C with an A bass, down, down, F with the bass, down, down, F with the bass, down, down, A minor with an A bass, down, down, C with an A bass, down, down, F with the bass, down, down. And then if we try that idea through our chorus, we can have C with an A bass, down, down, G with low E bass, down, down, A minor with an A bass, down, down, F with the bass, down, down, C with an A bass, down, down, G with low E bass, down, down, A minor with an A bass, down, down, F with the bass, down, down. Or if you're digging on the long down, down, up, you could do it as kind of a bass, down, down, G bass, down, down, A minor with an A bass, down, down, F with the bass. Or you could even double basses with it and kind of do a bass, 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 down, down. Could be kind of a cool idea through that too. And then we got our chorus tag on the A minor, and then we go into our bridge part. And you could do just the long downs on each chord, kind of the long down on the F, A minor, big C, big E minor. Or you could do the down, down, up, and you'd have F with the down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, A minor, down, down, up, down, A minor, down, 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 C, down, 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 C, down, 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 A minor, down, 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 down. Or you could do your bass down, up, and have over the bass, down, down, over the bass, down, down, A minor with an A bass, down, down, A minor, C, E minor. Or you could do it with the long down, down, up. So we have F, A minor, C, E minor. Or you could add basses to that. So a lot of different options for the bridge. Or you could even add the double basses. Bass, bass, down, down, C, bass, bass, down, down, C, bass, bass, down, down. And then on that last E minor, we get kind of the big down after we do that twice. And then from there, we'd be going into our pre-chorus. And you could do that with the bass down, up, down. Or if you want to kind of keep the 16th feel, you really could take those 16th patterns and kind of apply them to the other patterns to the verse and the pre-chorus. And then from there, we'd be going into our last chorus where we do kind of the C, G, A minor, F 4 times. So we got kind of the C, G, A minor, F, C, G, A minor, F, C, G, A minor, F, C, G, A minor, F. And then our outro, we go back to kind of our chorus tag where we have the A minor, F, A minor, and then kind of a big F. So we got A minor, F, A minor, big F. But that's the basics of how you could strum through Wrecking Ball by Miley Cyrus. So good luck!